Hey guys, in our previous videos, we explored this part 1 and part 2 publicly available dataset, which has got the details about the purchaser and the encashers, right? The party wise details and the purchase wise details. But the one missing part was like there is no bond number to associate these two dataset. Okay, so it was all isolated. But now, with the latest data set available, we have a bond number to link these two data set, the purchase and redemption or the encashed by the party, right? So we have a bond number now to link these two data set. Okay, so we have these two data set available in the PDF format. So we have to convert that into an Excel, and we can go ahead and create a dashboard out of it. So what we will see today is we will just quickly explore what was developed already. I have come up with a simple dashboard with the data set. So we'll just quickly have a quick demo of what is done, and then finally we will also pick up a few parties and few purchases, and we'll see how to create a story out of it. We'll try to get some more insights out of it. Okay, so let's get started. So let me go to the data load editor. So as we did earlier, right? So I have this mapping low table where I have the abbreviation names for each party, and we have this purchaser detail, so which has got the purchaser date, and the bond number, and how much amount, the purchased amount. So these are some key details. Okay, and then the redemption, right? So who redeemed it? So basically the political party name, the party, and when they encashed the amount or redeemed the amount, that date, and how much amount. Okay, and there are other more informations like branch code, and the bond number is going to be our key. Okay, so these are all the details. I just did basic transformations like apply map, deriving year and month name out of it. Okay, and just few column renames to avoid the synthetic keys. Okay, so that's all on the transformation. uh, I have done few things here on the main tab. So if you have noticed, this numbers are in our Indian metric system, right? So I just made few modifications to match with our system. So I've modified it with instead of millions and giga, I went with lakhs and crores. So I just made few changes over here, and here instead of dollar, I went with our currency rupee and our formatting, right? So these are some changes I did over here on the money format and the numerical abbreviation. Okay, so let's get into our UI. Okay, so I will just quickly go over what is developed already, and then we will pick a story point. So this is our dashboard page where I just have a simple KPI like what's the total number of bonds available, unique bonds, um, and then the total amount purchased, how much is redeemed, right? And we also have total bonds by year and encashed by year details. Okay, so I also have the bonds purchase. So by month year, I'm displaying how many bonds were purchased and how much is the amount, right? So you see these lines is the purchase amount, the bars are the bonds. Okay, so how many bonds and what's the equivalent purchase amount by month year. And we also have the bond amount purchased by year, right? Year wise details, how much amount was purchased, and the same information I'm displaying it in the month year as well. Now bonds purchased by the different purchases, right? So how many bonds, these are the bond numbers, not the amount, it's the number of bonds. Okay, bought by these top purchases, right? So we could see these purchases stand top on the list. And then bonds purchased by purchaser, again the same information, but this time with the second dimension of month year. Okay, so over different month years I'm displaying it. And then the amount encashed by year, now encashed by party, along with the month year information. So how much was encashed by which party, and split by month year. Okay, and then we have the purchaser information. So I have a filter where we can select some purchaser, and we could see which purchaser bought from which party, right? So how many bonds were purchased and what's the equivalent amount for that. And then finally by month year, okay, bonds purchased along with the amount. So finally, I have this report. It's a tabular report which gives us the party details and who are all the purchaser who bought bonds from the respective party, how many bonds they bought, and what's the amount, and how much is redeemed by the party. Okay. So now let's make some meaning out of it. So if you have noticed, so I have these two sheets, right? One is party based, another is purchaser based. Okay. So what I have here is I I have the party details. Okay, so let's say if I select a particular party, I could see the total bonds purchased by different purchaser. I mean, these are the bonds issued by this party, but it was all purchased by the other purchasers, right? So for this particular party, these were the bonds purchased, right, in this month, and this is the equivalent amount for that. Okay, so now let's say this particular month, July 2022, 59 bonds were issued, right? And this is the amount. So let me select that particular month. Now if I go here, already we have this value, right? So it is 24.8 crore. That's the value of 59 bonds. So that's what we see here, the amount, bond amount. And again here also same information. I mean, since we selected this month, we see same. If not, this is how it will look like at a party level. We could see all these trends, right? These are all at the party level, but since I selected a particular month, and we are seeing a filtered record over here. Okay, so now when I go over here, this from here it will start make sense, right? So for this particular party, this particular month, these are all the purchasers who bought bonds. Okay, so these are the top purchasers who bought how many bonds, right? The bond numbers. Now what we have here is same information displayed in a line chart instead of a bar. It's a line over here by month, since we have already displayed selected one month, so we see only one. Okay, so it's all should add up, right? So if you see here, the total bonds purchased is 59. Okay, so that 59, who bought those 59? Okay, so these are all the purchases who bought those 59 bonds. So if I add this all, right, it should match up to 59. So that 59 bonds were purchased by these different purchases, and in the month of the July 22, and then whatever amount they purchased, the party has encashed that, right? That if you see here, it is totally 24.8 crore was the issued value, but that was encashed here. I mean, the encashed is different actually. So what we see here is the purchased value, but not the encashed, right? So, but this is the overall amount encashed by this particular party. Okay, not relevant to this particular purchase month. Okay, and finally encashed by party. Okay, so we can also select a year as well if you're interested. So anyhow, we already did this particular month. Okay, so we can select any party, and then we can do our analysis, right? So you can select any party. I can see what's the bond purchased and who purchased, how much amount it was issued, and how much they encashed, right? All this information. Now, from the perspective of purchaser, I can also explore, right? So if I select a particular purchaser, so I could see how many bonds were purchased by this particular purchaser, right? So uh, this particular purchaser has purchased the bonds issued by these many parties. Okay, and how many bonds? For 558 for this value. So for each of the party, they have bought this many bonds for this much value, right? So we could see the details in terms of purchaser. So this purchaser has bought these money from these parties, and we can also see it at the trend, right, at the month year level as well. So we could see over the month how much this particular purchaser has bought from over the month, right? The total bonds and the purchased amount. So I can also drill down to a particular party. So this purchaser since he has bought bonds from across these parties, I can also go specific to a particular party, let's say a particular specific party, and then I can see details related to that particular party, right? So that's how these filters make sense, right? So purchaser, and he has also purchased throughout various years from these parties. So I can select a particular year as well, and then I could see how much they have purchased over the month in that particular year for that party. Okay, so that is how I have tried to come up with the flow, um, so that it makes sense, right? What filters we, what charts we show. So we could either analyze at the party level, or we could analyze it at the purchaser level. Okay, and then finally we have this simple report, a tabular report. Hope it was helpful. Hope you guys got some basic understanding of how to analyze the data set and how to come up with meaningful insights out of it. Please do let me know in the comment section for any suggestions or clarifications. Thanks for watching.